What is going on, gamers? This is Jason with Raw Stuff Inc. I'm going to talk to you about gaming runes. It's something that's very important for a Death Knight. I believe it has applications with all specs, but can't quote me on that. Anyways, I know it has applications with blood. Blood is primarily tank, so this is where I use it the most. I know with the Frost, if you're dual-wield Frostmaster, it will have a huge application. But I'm just going to go into the blood, and then you can expand onto it, or I might make later videos if needed. The big thing about this is it's your level 75 talent. Blood Tap, you can game runes with Blood Tap, it's just controlled. Runic Empowerment's the big one, where you see people worrying about gaming their runes. Runic Corruption, I believe there is a way to game runes. I remember reading something about just using one of each rune, but I am not too sure on that. I've never really researched too much. Before I get started into this, diving into this, this is an add-on called Magic Runes. It's actually a pretty nice add-on. I've seen it in some videos. It's nice. I personally do not use it. I mean, I have nothing against it. Just I have enough on my screen already. Also, it's normally not this big. You can change a lot of your options. This, I made it big so everyone can see this. Alright, do some attacks here. You have, we'll just straight up break it into two attacks. You have Heart Strike and Death Strike. We'll do a Heart Strike, and we'll do a Death Strike. Two big attacks that we do there. You notice that? Death Strike does a lot more damage. I mean, this hit 3 targets, Heart Strike. And still, Death Strike outdid it. And on top of that, Death Strike's good for survivability. It's something that we want to work on. So for this reason, if you think about it, your Blood Rune has less DPS potential than your Unholy and Frost, or Death Rune. So with Runic Empowerment, you can actually choose which rune you want to come back, in a matter of speaking. The idea is, I come in here, I do knock both of my Unholy and Frost runes on cooldown. Then if I put one Blood Rune on cooldown, that means when I Rune Strike, the only rune that's going to come back will be a Death Rune, or a Frost or Unholy. That's the big primary idea with gaming runes. It's making it so every time you gain a rune from Runic Empowerment, it's going to be one pushing potential towards Death Strike. I know you can do this with Frost Mastery, because in Frost Mastery, your Unholy runes are your weakest DPS. So you can actually leave one up at all points in time, making it so you can get extra Howling Blast. With Two-Handed, I'm not sure the application of that, because you pretty much use everything that you have. Same with Unholy. No expert on Unholy. Anyways, the application of Blood Tap into this. Blood Tap just makes it so you can control when you regenerate these. It's on demand as long as you have enough of the blood charges. So it'd be the same application. You put the runes that you're using on cooldown, and the rune that you don't want, well, your least potential DPS rune, only put one on cooldown. Then when you use the Blood Tap, it's guaranteed. Like in this case, if I use the Blood Tap when I have one blood down, and both my Unholy and both my Frost down, it's guaranteed that I will get an Unholy or a Frost. This is the big idea behind gaming your runes. Something that it takes a little bit of playing with, but it's definitely worth it. It's something that if you're having trouble survivability, you need a couple more Death Strikes, this will help you out. If you're looking to boost your DPS as a DPS or as a tank, this is definitely going to help you out. Alright, I think that pretty much sums it up. If you have any questions or anything, just leave it in the comments. If you want me to go more in the depth about any of the other specs, I can do research on it. But I think that pretty much covers it. So I'll see you gamers later.